What's good, my berries? It's Mahogany Darkberry here with Feel Out Charleston. We have Kaylin here from Z93 Jams. I'm about to go interview her. Just stay tuned. What's good, my berries? It's Mahogany Darkberry. Welcome back to my show, Feel Out Charleston. We have here in the building
Kaylin. I'm so happy to be here. Thank you for having me. I love how you call them your berries. That's so cute.
Thank you, boo boo.
That's real cute. Am I a berry?
Of course you are, baby.
Okay, I'm a berry, so
yeah,
I'm down.
What do you call your fans? Hold up.
I don't know.
I
don't
have a name yet.
I don't. Do I? Is it at that point where I need a name for them? Okay.
Yes.
So you got. By the end of this, we have to have a name.
Goddamn right.
Because I don't have one. I never thought about it.
Y'all. Help her sister out.
Put it in the comments.
Yes, please. Tag her on Instagram. Do something.
Because I don't know. And y'all, and they're so loyal and they're so dedicated. And I do need a name for y'all.
Yes,
so we're going to have one.
Yes.
But I like berries, so that's cute.
Thank you, boo-boo. So we are here at Z93 Jams.
Yes, we are. We're here where all goes down, where the magic happens.
Hell yeah. And they call you the Weekend Diva. Why?
They call me the Weekend Diva because I'm just here giving you the tea, adding some spice into your life. And normally, you know, when they tune in on the weekend, normally is no personality on the weekend. It's just music. So it's just like they just want to hear music. So it's just like I want you guys to hear me. I want to do things that are funny, that are intriguing, because a lot with news is really like down sometimes, really like depressing.
You trying to uplift folks,
yeah,
right?
and I try my best to not report like really sad things unless I have to. But like on the weekend, I just want you to let your hair down. You off work, you ain't got to deal with no boss. Just have a good time. So I'm here to make sure your weekend is a good time. The good time girl.
I love that.
But very serious, still a boss, but the good time girl.
Congratulations. I seen your trophy, boo-boo.
Thank you. Listen, my first trophy. I don't know what to do with it. My mama won't give it back to me, but that's fine.
Wait a second.
Listen,
she took it?
She took it.
I bet she got your cap and gown, don't she?
How did you know?
Because my mama got the same thing, okay?
Why can't we get ours? So I have to have a kid in order to have a degree and stuff in my... Okay.
Yeah.
My mama just... She was like, you can get it when I die. All right. Thanks. Thanks, Mom.
That's too funny. So, your career... It had a whole bunch of shifts and turns and everything, right?
Yes, it does.
Now let's start from the beginning.
Who child?
So you are from here, right?
Absolutely. Downtown, born and
raised. And from downtown, you just went straight off into all the gifted schools, and you just a little smarty little thing. Right?
I mean, so I went to James Simmons from K to 5th grade. My mom was a teacher at James. She was a music teacher, right? The irony.
That's where you get that gift from.
That and my dad, he played in a band.
You better stop.
Yeah, so like my dad did photography, like all of my baby pictures, my dad took all of them. Like I have so many albums. So like that's where I get my photography and videography from my dad. And my dad also was the one who signed me up for dance class. Like I almost say my dad was like
a dance mom.
Yeah,
dance dad.
Like he was the Michael, whatever Beyonce's dad is, the Knowles before that, because he put me in voice lessons. He bought me a drum. He put me in dance, and dance was the only thing that stuck.
Yeah,
so because we tried sport didn't work out too well, which is crazy because my mom, she played professional basketball, so like sports was just kind of like doop 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 skip you. And
what was her position?
She was a point guard. She was a point guard. Her jersey is retired at South Carolina State. Actually, shameless plug.
Congratulations.
September 11th is Roberta Williams Day in Charleston, and we're turning up.
Really?
Absolutely.
Oh, tell me where you're gonna be, and I will be there.
Glebe Street, downtown Charleston. On September 11th. So you have to come out. It's Roberta Williams Day. We just gonna have a good time. Yes. So yeah, shout out to Avery Institute for doing that. I really appreciate that. Just shining light. So yeah, but so really a lot of talent just from the family. So I started dancing at 7, ended up going to the School of the Arts. So from 6th to 12th grade, I was there, got my thesis in dance, so ballet, modern, jazz, a little bit of everything. And I also danced outside with Linda Harvey. A lot of people in Charleston are familiar with Linda Harvey. So yeah, that's where I got my niche for just being around music and arts and things like that. And then after that, I went to State.
All right now.
So yeah. So at State, as you were talking about off camera, yes. I went to State as a business marketing major because I just knew that I was just, going to market it up and great. And then there's this thing called accounting. That didn't work too well. Listen, numbers was never my thing besides counting money. But took accounting and I realized that I need a shift in career aspirations. And that's how I ended up in my sophomore year. I switched over to broadcast communications. One of the best decisions I've ever made. Like in my entire life.
So dope. Yeah. So you already knew that was your calling.
Yeah. And it's just like, I feel like during that time when I get sad or depressed, instead of like lashing, I create to lash out. So during that time, like I tried to be an AKA, and I didn't get it the first time, but I'm an AKA now. But yes, I didn't get it the first time. And then I was just like really sad. I ran for a position. I think it was Miss Junior or something. Didn't get that. So from that, I started a web series called Bulldog Bite. So Bulldog Bite, it was like the show called Guy Code, Girl Code. That used to come on MTV. Yes. But instead, we would talk about like Fried Chicken Wednesdays, doing road trips, financial aid. So I made it for the college student, more for the HBCU student, but it just went across for all college students. And I had like 3 seasons of it, and I just kind of found my niche, and I made that my internship. And because like in our communications department, it was still growing, so we never had that in the communications department at State. And like now to see like other students having their shows and just doing things on campus, it makes me so excited. So I just really love seeing that, and I love going back. I really do love going back.
I know they are so inspired by you.
Yeah, actually, one of my professors, Mr. Harwood, he lives in Charleston. He came to one of my remotes, and like, yeah. So I just really State. I will say about State and just HBCU is a family aspect when you're there. It's a family aspect after. It's
They're
just the support.
Of you.
Yeah, so
they are really proud of you.
I'm so happy.
I see it. I see it.
Yeah.
And you and I smile hard. she is happy about talking about that school. Like,
I love my HBCU. I'm a loyal daughter now.
I see that. I see that. So your influence in life. Now I know you are a mama's girl.
Yes, I am.
That's like your best friend of all time.
That's my BFF.
I already know. So, but other than your mom, you know, who inspired you? Who were your influence? Who gave you that inspiration?
Like personal influences, like people, of course you have like your Oprahs, of course that's someone who I just like, the word idolize is kind of weird because people like, oh, but no, I really looked up to people like Oprah, but just for my generation, Karen Civil, like what I saw Karen Civil do, she started as an intern. I believe it was an intern for a radio station. She was working with Dipset. And then just to kind of like shift that and turn that into a brand. And then she just started marketing. And like she built it as she got an internship. Right. It was an unpaid internship, but she busted her ass. And now she's Karen Civil, the brand. So just seeing when she did that, and then when I first got back to Charleston after I graduated, because you know when you graduate college, no one tells you life sucker punch you in the face.
What?
No one tells you that life is just like, you think that, because in college, because I had a lot of things going on, like I was a shit in college, like, and I mean that in the humblest way, but it's like when you graduate, jobs don't care about that. It's like you need about 4 years of experience. Yeah, all that stuff you did in college is cute, but
you can't show them your GPA.
No, none of yeah. So it's just kind of like I literally started from the bottom. After I graduated, I was slinging bras at Victoria's Secret on King Street, and I was working on my web series. So like everyone just thinks that, oh, you're getting these interviews. You got to interview with Jarrell Jerome, and I interviewed Jarrell before Jarrell was like Jarrell. Like when he was doing Mr. Mercedes and he was in Charleston, and just seeing the growth on everyone's aspect. Now, of course, he's doing when they see us, so that is really up there. But just to be able to see someone and see the growth. So like, yes. I want a lot of people to understand like this is growth. Like just so much went into this and so much time and just and it's not even.
Her journey's not done.
Yeah, not even peaked yet. So.
Right. She's still right here. That's what she's saying. And she still want to get all the way there. But to other people, you're already there.
Right. And I appreciate that. Right. And I really appreciate that. And I had to learn to like not downplay that because a lot has happened. And I have to, and sometimes I feel like when you're just on a tunnel vision, you're like, I want to get to here. You don't see the strides that you made.
There you go.
Yeah.
Because you keep going.
Yeah.
It's like you don't have time to take a break and a breather and be like, oh, congratulate yourself and because there's already something else that you already
and even with the trophy that you're talking about, it's like I don't think I took the time to be like, dang, like
I did that.
Yeah, and that's why I realized I was like, you have to take the time, like, and I think people confuse it with being like arrogant, and it's not that, but like sometimes, yeah, you can have people in your corner, but hey, Kris, you did a good job. Yes. You did a good. You have to like build tell yourself up. Yeah, you have to do that because sometimes it's going to just be you in your corner.
There you go.
Yeah. And that's something that I'm still learning to say. Okay, you can clap for yourself. You can clap for yourself and not be arrogant. Right. So yeah, because you have some people be like, oh, you need to be humble. Be humble. Like yeah, be humble. You don't have to gloat about everything, but you can congratulate yourself. You can big yourself up because you did that. You did that shit.
And it took a long time to get where you're at.
Heck yeah.
And shaking a lot of hands, smiling in a lot of faces.
Yes.
Showing them that you got what it takes.
Okay. And still doing it and still here. And it's like you have people that I still deal on a constant basis, just like, you cool, but you ain't did this.
Right.
So it's like when you constantly have to deal with that, like in your workplace, and constantly want to prove to people. And I think it's a shift even with things now, because you like have some of your older jocks and things like that. But with social media, a lot of things has changed for radio. And then it's just kind of like getting that across the board for everyone to understand.
Right.
So it's like, and I don't want to say it's an ageism thing, but it is an age thing. It's an age difference where like you have some of your jocks who are, they're so set on the mystery of radio, but now like when you have the Breakfast Club, you can watch it on Revolt TV. It's no we know who these people are. Right. So it's just kind of like the way you would have to like go indoors. I mean, it's just with social media, it makes radio different. Radio is still going to be around, but as far as like having to do certain things, like it's you can go viral.
Right. And visual. The visual effect is there.
Boom. That's it. And that can really,
people just don't want to hear voices. They want to see that visual effect. They want
to go live with you. They want to know what you're doing. If you're in a radio station, you going live and you interviewing somebody, I want to see. I want to know. And if
that behind the scenes matter.
If you have Big Boy granting that access, the Breakfast Club, Angie Martinez granting that access, like that's the shift. They're taking a shift, so you got to shift with the time.
I like that.
Yeah.
Y'all hear that, right? She dropping some balls and some knowledge.
Boom. Drop the Q-bombs.
That is so dope. I swear. So, me, like, looking at you, I was just like, oh my gosh, she seems so humble.
Thank you.
For real.
Thank you.
And me
that
looking you
a lot.
up. Yeah, looking you up and just trying to figure you out because I'm new here.
Right.
You know?
Oh,
and
cool.
this is all new to me.
Welcome to Charleston or whatever.
I'm trying to rub shoulders with all you know.
Yeah.
So, I mean, to go ahead and look and see where you came from and what you're doing now and your journey, like, I'm inspired.
Thank you.
I'm inspired because I'm trying to get to where you're at, right? You know? So with that being said, how did you make it here to where you're at?
A lot of people, when I graduated college, I was like, I'm not coming back to Charleston. I am going to Atlanta. I'm going somewhere. So I came back, got a job at Verizon Wireless. I was working in a call center. I literally hated it.
You have that voice. I was going to say that.
Like I was
you can sell some shit.
Listen,
you can sell some shit.
I was working
I'm sorry.
So I was there, like I would go in when the sun was out. When I got off of work, the sun was down. And I was just like, I felt like my life had so much more purpose. And like with that, it was hard to do my vlogs and stuff on the side. Because when I got off, it's like 9 o'clock. I'm tired, couldn't do anything. So I'm just like, oh, it's nothing. I can't do anything in Charleston. I'm so frustrated. I gotta leave. So I ended up going
Kevin Hart.
Right. So I ended up going to Greensboro. I moved to Greensboro. I was working at North Carolina A&T. And A&T was a great job, but like I thought Greensboro was going to be like Charlotte. Greensboro is like Orangeburg, but bigger. So I was just like, can't do what I want to do here. Gotta go back to Charleston. But what really brought me back to Charleston is my grandmother died. And my grandmother, listen, that was my heart. I have a tattoo dedicated to my grandma. Like, that was my baby. So when she died, I just wanted to be closer to home. So when I came back home, I was working at a summer camp. Then I applied at South Carolina State. My HBCU, still a loyal daughter. I was an admissions counselor. So I say all that to say this. I was literally driving to Orangeburg every day for almost a year. Like, right, everyone's probably like, you crazy. Yeah, I was crazy. My car thought I was crazy. I was crazy. And my body could not do it anymore. So, like, granted, I sent in my ear check for Z93 maybe a month or 3 months prior to that, but I never heard anything back. So I was just like, okay, I'm gonna keep doing my web series, whatever. So the day that I put my 2 weeks in, I didn't know what I was gonna do. I just know I had 2 weeks to make something shake. When I was driving to Orangeburg that next day, I got a call from Z, and it was a program director, and she was just like, hey, we want to have you start on Saturday. And I was just like, okay. Like, now they put me in the game, so you got to be ready. And it's just like, when all of that happened, from
That was God.
Yeah, that was God. So like after I graduated, like I said, I wasn't doing Bulldog Bite anymore, but I did start a web series. It was called the Charleston Summer Series. That's what I interviewed Jarrell Jerome on. But at that time, I was interviewing people who had sneaker boutiques, different tastemakers in Charleston. I didn't really have a niche for it. So I wasn't focused on one thing. I was just interviewing people. But I noticed when I interviewed local artists that got more views. So I was just like, okay, this might be the thing. And at this point in time in Charleston, like people like the only outlet that we had was Post and Courier, and like the Charleston City paper, but it was just kind of like they were covering the same people. You had, and they're all great artists, but it was still Matt Monday, your Benny Stars, your the artists that they wanted, but they weren't like getting under there and like covering people like your VTs and your OGs. So I was just kind of like, I listen to this music. I got a camera. I got a platform on YouTube. I got some subscribers. Let's see what can happen. So my first interview, I interviewed the Harley Boys from Somerville. Then after that, I did Walter Brown, then Tyler Cash. And it just started to grow. And I just wanted to shine the light on the music scene that we have. Because I feel like we have so much talent. And I just feel like I never knew what stopped artists from Charleston from peaking. So, and at this time, like, after going to school and seeing how the industry works, you need coverage. Like, you can be great, you can have a song, but like if nobody in your city covering it, why somebody in Atlanta care? Why somebody in Los Angeles care?
The growth had to start here.
It has to. So like to see, like when I see like people like you, people like Black Ruby, PD the CEO, like just all these different blogs just curating and just doing things, like the more, and everyone, and I don't want people to think that like it's not a gatekeeper type of thing. We need all of these blogs so people can say, did you see like Sauce Carolina, or did you see Top 20 Carolina, whatever, these different blogs, and just with Instagram to promote these artists. So now you have artists like PG Raw from Orangeburg who's on he's charted on iTunes, like he's charted on Apple, like from Orangeburg. So it's like my next thing is I'm glad to see it's happening, but I want to see it happen for Charleston, and I feel like we can do that, and like
we can go global,
yeah,
we can go worldwide.
And I just feel like with the platform, and now because I was gonna do what I had, but being at the radio station, if I could do it and expand it even more into broadcast what I do to all of our listeners, I'm gonna do that. Because listen, at the end of the day, I keep telling people, and I don't want to mock, but I want to be the Karen Silva Charleston. Granted, I'm gonna be kriskaylin of whatever, but I admired what she did and how she moved in the industry, and like how she just built brands. So like I see so many people in Charleston who have a brand, and it's time to do it. Let's get it done.
What do you have up next?
Up
your sleeve, because you're still doing Sundays.
Listen, I have a lot. Okay, what am I doing? I'm still doing Next Up Charleston. Okay. I'm still doing that.
All right.
Yeah, it's just like making time, because it's so many things happening at like one time. But still doing Next Up Charleston. Actually, I'm working on a new series. I just want to see how it's going to take. So I think I'm going to release a pilot once, you got to get everybody filmed. But once that happens, releasing the pilot. And then I have an event coming up called the Playhouse Charleston. That is coming up September 21st. Mark your calendars.
I'm going to be there.
Perfect.
I'm going to be covering it.
Okay, great.
That's dope.
So Playhouse Charleston, the thing about it, we're giving you that experience because you're new to Charleston. Right. So back when we used to party, when we had, 2K and Reef and Purple Tree, and just that nostalgia we're trying to bring back. And just from the arts to vendors to we're just breathing life back into Charleston, giving you that experience of just a good time. Giving you a good time. We're giving artists a platform to be great, and we're going to have some surprises. We're going to have some really good surprises. So if you're not there, you're going to miss out on a good time. So now you got time. You got more than a month to get your tickets. Tickets are $20. They're going to stay $20. We're not busting heads because we want you to come out, have a good time. And we want you to spend money on the vendors. You got to support these Black-owned businesses, just businesses, period, in Charleston. So we're not trying to bust heads at the door. $20 all day, all night, whatever. Shop from the vendors. We have some amazing vendors out there. We're going to have this lovely woman out here getting your best angles or whatever. So yeah, it's just going to be a good time. So that's what I have coming up. And still dropping the playlist. Welcome to Charleston playlist. And like I said, it's just not for Charleston. It's just for artists who you're not signed, if you got some dope music and you just want to reach out to people in Charleston, you want us to hear your stuff, that's what it's for. I'm just trying to spread awareness. My platform, I always tell people I use my platform to educate and entertain. A little bit of edutainment, you know, a little dabble in there. A little bit of edutainment ain't never hurt nobody. But yeah.
You are a mess. You are a character in the house. No wonder why they got you doing what you're doing.
See, thank you. Listen, taking it to the top. But I appreciate people like you. I really do. I really sincerely, I really appreciate people like you.
Thank you. Well, I'm telling you, you're my inspiration.
Thank you.
And I'm sure you're quite... Y'all,
thank you.
I'm sure you guys are understanding what I'm saying right now as far as inspiration goes. She started from the bottom, now she's here.
Hey.
Well, I thank you. I don't want to take up all your time.
Thank you. This is so awesome.
Is there anything else you want people to just know about you? I mean, you are hitting the ground.
I'm
You're shaking it up.
Listen.
I know you have so much on your plate. You probably need a whole list right now in front of you just to remember
everything that's going on. It's just like, but always, I just want people to know, like, you got to keep going. Like, you have to keep going. As cheesy as it sounds, when they're just like, you got to just keep swimming. Like, even when it seems glim, like, people don't understand what this. I don't want, like, I'm transparent, but like not super transparent. But it's been times where, like, last week, I cried every day last week just because, like, you just feel like you don't know what's going on. But then I'll get messages from people who are just like, you're so inspiring. Like, when I turn you on, like, and that gives me another, like, all right, I can get up and I can do this fight again. Like, I can do another round of this. And with that, like, y'all don't know how much, like, those messages, and it comes at the most, like, times, and I'm just like,
you need it.
Fuck this shit. I'm not doing this. I'm going to delete everything. But then I'll get those, like, when I hear you or when I see you doing this, like, it just makes me want to go harder or do this. So, like, y'all have made my day on many a days, and I know y'all will continue to. Look like you're getting
teary-eyed just talking about it.
Because this shit is hard. Like, I try to put on the front, make sure my wig straight, make sure my nails done and my eyebrows on. But, like, this shit gets tough. And, like, you really see how vicious people really are. People who you think are for you, and when you get, then it's like they got a dagger about this long in your back, and they twisting that shit. But, like, when you realize, and I had to learn that
a doctor on standby.
Okay, and, like, I just had to learn. Like, my mom was just like, Kris, out of all those people, it might be 5 people that feel that way, but you cannot ignore the 100 or thousands of people who are cheering you on. And she was like, and I had one girl, one of my mentors, and I have so many amazing mentors in this industry. You need amazing mentors. You need an amazing, and don't think your mentor has to be someone significantly older than you. It could be someone who may be a couple years older, but I have some who are significantly older than me because I need that wisdom. But then I have some people like who's on the path I'm on right now just for advice and just like pure counseling. So like in I talk to a lot of people who are in this industry, so I don't feel like I am losing my mind because sometimes you will think you are losing your entire mind.
You're about to be on a panel with a whole bunch of dominating women, aren't you?
And yes, absolutely.
We gotta talk about that. You know what? Hold on. Forget that. Hold on. You got some time?
No, I got time.
All right, let's go ahead and talk about that.
Yeah, so the Blush Brunch, that is happening this Saturday, August 24th. In North Charleston. I'm going to send you the address because I can't think of it off the top of my head. I think it's on Durant Avenue. But like some amazing women. Shout out to Delexis for putting it together. I'm just really excited. I haven't done a panel in a while, so I'm really excited.
You already look like you prepared and ready.
But listen, I love to talk, so I tell people I got a good job in radio. I talk a lot.
You grab people's attention. I know that much. So you got the right job for that.
And that worked out. Yes. But yeah, so I'm really excited. You should definitely come out. We got some amazing girl bosses up there who just gonna be dropping a lot of gems. So and it's gonna be food and mimosas. So it's
why not come?
Right, food, mimosas. Listen, I'm there for the mimosas. I'm gonna eat, but I'm there for the mimosas. So yeah, I'm excited.
That is what's up.
Yeah.
As far as music goes, I know you said people, you know, people can bring you up. They can, you know, but as far as music, do you think that's your therapy too?
Absolutely. And it's crazy. People always ask. Music has literally been a part of my life since like I've been born. Like I said, my dad was in a band. My mom, like she played from you have your Bob Marley, Mystic Vibrations. Then we'll go to Stevie Wonder and Earth, Wind and Fire, the Parliament Funkadelics. Like my mom's CD collection and her record collection is insane. You was doing all types okay, so like, and like I always tell people, like my parents are older, so like I grew up just on old school music. So like my mom literally in the house from the time when she would wake up in the morning getting ready from 5 o'clock in the morning till we went to sleep that night, the radio was always playing. Music was always playing. So like radio, like growing up in the morning, just knowing all the commercials, just hearing everything, and then you know when you would have your things in the, like just watching things on TV, it's just like music. I was always around music, then dancing. So like I danced my whole life, so it's like from hearing different things, like hearing different beats and the downbeat and counting on the three. It's just like music was always there, if laying choreography to it or just like letting me wind me down. Like it's always been a part of my life. Super so dope. Yeah, so like I said, I couldn't sing, you know.
Right, but like I wanted to be the next Beyonce. Yeah, me.
But you know, we got karaoke. Y'all can't see me on karaoke.
Stop playing. Where you be at?
Where's it? Burns Tavern.
We gonna battle. We gonna do a Monica and what?
Listen, because last time I did Beyonce check on it, had choreography and everything.
You better stop playing.
I do choreography. So
I gotta come correct.
You have to come correct. Listen, when B-Loris kicked back the Christmas sweater, I still feel like I was robbed on being the winner because I gave you choreography and the karaoke of a lifetime. But I'm gonna let it go. But I still feel like I was robbed of that karaoke prize. But you know, that's my thing. So I just enjoy things like that.
So you have a favorite local artist that you?
Oh God, you can't put me on the spot like that.
Okay, no, we ain't gonna do that.
Because they're gonna be looking at me like, damn, Kris, damn. Oh, wow.
Never mind.
Just everyone who's on my playlist is my favorite artist.
That was smooth.
Boom.
She was smooth.
I'm like, you would not throw me under the bus.
My bad. We don't want no beef. All right. Well, I thank you for your time.
Thank you so much.
I'm so serious. Like, this is really, really so dope for me. My hands are all sweating. This
is awesome. She's amazing at this, y'all. You might be taking my job next, sis.
Stop playing. Stop playing.
Listen.
But I really do appreciate you for doing this. But you got to tell everybody, like, if they don't know you.
Yes.
But I'm sure they do.
If you find me. Listen, if you don't know who I am Kriskaylin, aka Kriskaylin the Weekend Diva. You can catch me on Z93 Jams every weekend, not Monday. I wish Monday through Friday. Let me try that again. I am Kriskaylin the Weekend Diva. You can catch me on Z93 Jams Fridays. Sometime we'll be doing a live broadcast, but Saturday and Sunday. Saturday 10 to 3, Sunday 11 to 3. I'm just adding some spice in your life on the weekend. And also you can find me on social media, Kriskaylin on everything, Kriskaylin. Listen, I see some of y'all butchering my name on social media, but it's okay. Kriskaylin on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, kriskaylinproductions. Got some dope interviews up there. And you have to subscribe to my playlist, Welcome to Charleston on Apple Music. I'm going to do a Spotify playlist in the title because I'm tired of y'all in my comments telling me that I need one. So it's coming. And I think that's everything.
Dang, your fans be going in. You got assistants.
Listen, they do. They was like, when you can put one on Spotify.
Right. Like, they your memo. You don't need no notebook.
Not at all. As soon as I post
thank you guys. Yeah, that's awesome.
And I gotta find a name. You gotta find a name for them.
Yo, we gotta do this. So when we gonna give them? We gonna give them a couple days.
We're gonna give them a couple days, and y'all have to drop this in the comments.
Okay, yeah. Give them a couple days. You gonna pick the winner?
I'm gonna pick the winner.
Oh, she's gonna pick the winner. You gonna call them out and stuff?
I'm gonna call you. I'll call them out too. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do one better. I have tickets for the Mega Entertainment Memorial Day concert with Rennie Rucci, Black Zach, CT, and Molly Marr, hosted by me.
Wait a second. Hold on. Let's get this live, too. Wait a second, so they can all know exactly. Boss, can we do this, boss? Can I do this? No, we can't. Okay. You going to do this after?
So we're going to do it after. So the Memorial Day, Labor Day concert, August 31st. Rennie Rucci, Black Zach, CT, Molly Marr. If you can get me a name for like my supporters, I'm going to have a ticket for you. I'm going to have a pair of tickets for you.
That is so dope.
You and a friend can come and turn out with me, hosted by me. And you can do all that.
All right now, come on. Y'all better get it cracking because I know I'll be all down there doing about 10, 15 minutes. Yeah, girl, you going to like this. Girl, you going to even like this one.
But thank you so much.
Same here, boo-boo.
I appreciate it. You're awesome. Thank you. Amazing.
Thank you. And we're going to be wrapping it up. Thank you guys for tuning in to... Y'all already know my name. No, sir. Y'all already know. Feel Out Charleston's here. I'm going to be catching y'all later soon with the next person. But here, thank you so much, Kris.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. You all got me nervous towards the end. I know what the hell I'm choking up and shit. Yeah, but there you go. You guys feel me next time. Feel Out Charleston. Thank you. What's good, my berries? It's Mahogany Darkberry with Feel Out Charleston. We just wrapped it up with Kaylin. Thank you, boo, for giving me the opportunity to interview you. And it's a wrap. Stay tuned.